Welcome to Curious Kids Every Day. I'm Josh. How are you doing today? It's so good to hear from you. Hey, do you like to watch the stars? Maybe you've laid on a blanket outside at night, staring up at all those tiny glowing lights. Have you ever noticed that stars don't shine steadily? They seem to sparkle or wiggle in the sky, don't they? Almost like they're winking at you. Have you ever wondered why that is? Well, stars may look small, but they're actually giant balls of super hot gas far, far away from Earth. But because they're so far away, they look like tiny points of light in the night sky. Now, even though that starlight travels millions of miles through space, the last part of its journey is through Earth's atmosphere. Earth's atmosphere is the layer of air that surrounds our planet. And here's where things get wobbly. Earth's atmosphere isn't still. It's constantly moving and full of shifting air with different temperatures and densities. This moving air bends the light from stars in lots of different directions as it passes through. That bending is called refraction. So the light from the stars travel millions and millions and millions of miles just to get right to Earth's atmosphere and then get all wobbly right at the end of the trip because of the layers of air that surround our planet. The way that air can bend light is just so interesting. I'm going to give you an example. This is kind of how refraction works. Imagine shining a flashlight through a glass of water. If the water is still, the beam stays steady, right? But if you swirl the water around and then flash the flashlight, the light dances and jiggles. That's kind of what happens to starlight as it passes through Earth's air. The motion in the atmosphere makes the stars appear to flicker, shimmer, or even change colors for a split second. That's what we call twinkling. And here's something fun. Planets usually don't twinkle as much. That's because they're closer to us and appear bigger in the sky, so the light we see from them isn't as easily scrambled by our atmosphere. My sons and I love looking up at the sky and trying to figure out which lights up there are planets. If you look up at the sky enough, you can usually tell. We can always figure out which planet is Venus because it's always so bright in the sky. The next time you see a twinkling star, you'll know it's not the star itself changing, it's our air dancing with the light. Pretty amazing, huh? Did you know that the brightest star we can see in the night sky is called Sirius? It's part of a group of stars called the Canis Major constellation, also known as the Big Dog. I just think that stars are so amazing. They're so far away, but they're so bright that we can see them from way down here. Okay, which one of these helps light bend in Earth's atmosphere? Is it the grass, the clouds, air with different temperatures, or moonlight? It's air with different temperatures. True or false? You ready to play? True or false? Twinkling happens because the Earth is spinning. That's false. Twinkling happens because of the way that the light hits the Earth's atmosphere. True or false? Planets usually shine with a steady light. That's true. They're much closer to us than the stars are. True or false? The atmosphere can bend light. That's true. One more. True or false? Sirius is the name of a planet in our solar system. False. It's a very bright star. Would you rather float in space and see Earth from above, or stay up late watching the night sky through a telescope? I think I'd rather float in space and watch the Earth. Only a few people in the history of the world have ever gotten that view. Why don't we close our eyes and imagine that we're floating far above the earth? It's peaceful, the sky is black, and glowing lights shine without a flicker because there's no air here to bend the light. Imagine how beautiful it would be to see everything from that perspective. Do you know how many stars are in our solar system? Yep, just one. It's the sun. The sun is the closest star to us, and it's still 93 million miles away. The sun is really big, and you can tell because even though it's 93 million miles away, it's still that big in our sky, and it gives us all the warmth that our planet needs. Isn't it cool how something as calm and quiet as a twinkling light has so much science behind it? The air around us is busy doing things we can't even see, like bending light from millions of miles away. What kind of question do you think we'll ask tomorrow on Curious Kids Every Day? I can't wait to find out. So until then, keep asking questions and stay curious, kids. And for all the grown-ups listening, please tell other grown-ups about this show and visit CuriousKidsEveryday.com to get a free printable with activity ideas that don't involve screens. Those are the best kinds of adventures to have. That's CuriousKidsEveryday.com.